I'm Andrew Whiteside. This is Entertainment New Zealand, where we're celebrating the New Zealand International Comedy Festival for 2014. A bevy of really funny people are joining in this year. And of course, there's a lot of homegrown talent. One of those is Nick Rado. He cut his teeth overseas, but he's back in his home country. And tonight he's talking to me about a new show he's put together, How Did We Survive the 90s? Nick Rado, great to meet you.
Thank you, likewise.
So you're excited about the Comedy Festival?
Always excited about the Comedy Festival. Last year was a really amazing year for me. I had a
very
really
successful year.
Yeah, it was. It kind of needed it to be. It was sort of, struggling comedian, kind of needed a show to do well, and I just proposed to my girlfriend, so it was kind of. I'd made a big commitment in terms of paying for a wedding. The festival show did really well, and I got nominated for the Fred Award, which is fantastic, and then that's sort of led on to different avenues, TV-wise and management-wise and writing-wise and stuff. So love the festival, not just for that reason, but it's a chance to showcase an hour of myself.
So your show this year is How Did We Survive the 90s? So what was the impetus for that?
The things that we know now versus the things that we knew back then is hilarious, I found, and there's so much comedy in that. The fact, Raro powdered drink sachets, like we used to eat them out of our hands, and that used to be our lunch. A 2-course meal was lemon and barley. Those were the two meals that we had, and when we'd like run around the field for 30-40 minutes, and then we'd sort of crash and burn after that. And no one knew why that was. McDonald's was a treat, a healthy thing that it had lettuce in it, so why wouldn't it be healthy? But now we know a lot more about it. Doctors were prescribing steroids because they didn't really know what was happening, and they thought, oh, just take a pill for this and it'll be great. So it was just, there's a lot of hilarity looking back. It's also great, it brings back a lot of memories and stuff for myself, and I did the show in Dunedin and got really good response there, and it's funny the amount of people coming up after the show and going, oh, I remember grip ball and just things like that, and swing ball, and it was the single child's tennis swing ball.
Yeah.
And
so has there ever been a moment on stage that was just awful, that where you felt you really bombed, and if so, how did you get out of that?
There's been moments in my career, first starting out when you're new, it's horrible. I remember my third ever gig, I thought this comedy was easy, so I thought I'd do a whole new 8 minutes of comedy that I'd written the 2 days before. I remember going up on stage, getting halfway through the material, no one was laughing, that freaked me out. Then I forgot what the material was. Then I ended with I think I ended up going, I'm really sorry, I've forgotten my material. I promise I'll be funnier next time. People went, golf clap. And then someone just went, you're rubbish, get off, like that. And it was like a horrible kind of moment. 6 months later, I came up with a retort to that, which was, if everyone says you're rubbish, get off, you just say, well, now's not the time to yell out quotes from your sex life, which is a good retort, but it's not good 6 months later after the time has passed. Luckily, no one's shouted that out since. I hope they do. I really hope they do. I'm sure on this festival, if you shout it out, I get to do that joke, and then everyone who's watched this will go, oh, it's a plant. So,
well, when I come and see you, if I have the courage to do that, I'll be the patsy for you.
Do it straight away, to get it out the way early. So before I've even said hello, just, you're rubbish, get off, and I'll do the line, and it won't make sense, and it'll create an awkward. Actually, don't do that. Don't just.
No, I'm way too shy.
Yeah, hecklers in a comedy show is never good. I mean, it's our job. We are professional comedians, so it's our job to make fun of things. So my word of advice to people coming to comedy shows: don't let that thing be you.
Nick Rado, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to the show.
No worries. Thanks very much. And everyone who does come to the show will get a 90s slap band. So it's worth it, worth the ticket price alone for just getting one of these bad boys.
Head on over to entertainmentnewzealand.com over the next few weeks as we add more stories and videos about what's happening in New Zealand in the worlds of music, theatre, film, TV and live events.